If I may come back to you, Honorable Wesley Dawson, it looks so much that there is an urgency in what we're talking about. Well, yes, and for a state governor to say, look, the local government should be subsumed under the state government. Do you think that this is practicable? Do you think that this is realistic? And do you think that this is actually something that meets the yearnings of a lot of people when some people debate that, in fact, the local government should be having some level of independence and autonomy?
Well, the thing is that given the experiment that we have had in Nigeria and the way that local governments have been practically swallowed and almost rendered impotent, it will be difficult to give much impetus to that type of thinking. My position would be that in spite of what the governor may have said, the Brazilian model will still be an ideal model where the local governments are well located in the structure of power. And then, of course, when you talk about devolution, the formula that will be used to share to all tiers of government will be well enshrined in the Constitution. So I think they should take a place of reckoning because they are the closest to the ordinary man and woman, and therefore you cannot shadow box them by keeping them in a position where they peep into governance through the shoulders of the state government. So I'm not too sure that that is suitable at this time in our national life.
Honorable Dawson, for a government of the day that says that restructuring is not priority for them right now, the DC hear the clamor of the people across the country, but they say, look, priority for them is to fixing the economy, these issues of security and uniting the nation. But as it stands now, all of this amendment process will get back to the table of the president for assent. What are your fears on this one?
Well, my fear will always remain that if the National Assembly doesn't get it right in terms of the type of bills that it passes and sends to the president for assent, we may have what happened before happen again, where there will be a refusal to grant that assent. So to avoid that, I think we need to separate the very fundamental issues from procedural issues. The fundamental issues will border on the nature of federation that we operate, and the stakeholders of that federation must be defined. Police powers and police paraphernalia within the federation, and beyond that, the mode of contribution of finance to the center and what the center in turn is supposed to get. It's not for the center at this point to continue to hand down peanuts to the federating units and continue to unitize the means of production of this country in the name of running a constitution which is in the least federal in nature. So I think that once we bring this to the front burner, Mr. President will definitely have no alternative than to accede to the will of the people.
Mr. Odumakin, let me quickly read some of the comments of people watching right now on Twitter. The real Hamed at Hamed Lawa 2 he says that Confab is technically dead. The Confab report, I guess it means, is technically dead as it is alien to our constitution. It is only constitution review that can accommodate some of the suggestions. And here what another person is saying just a moment. Someone also is saying that no need going back to the Confab report. It won't go through. Mr. Odumakin, are you afraid that there may not be a political will for the government of the day to make the Confab report work? And what are your fears in the sense of what the present clamor is and what needs to be done?
Well, first of all, before I go into that, let me say that the government of Lagos State made the right call, because in any federation, you have two tiers, the central authority and the federating units. Local governments should be issues for the federating units, not for the center. You cannot run local government from Abuja. The reason why we're doing that now is that we are using local government now to manipulate resources. So I think in a properly federated Nigeria, local government should be federation unit affairs, and we should have essential safeguards to ensure that they run well, they manage their number, and they are not starved of resources. Now to the question of those who are tweeting, for goodness sake, about 2014 conference report. Anybody who has said that report will see that it covers the whole feed. And for those who have said that about how the cover came about, I've not seen any conference in recent time that have surpassed that in terms of the people, the organization of the people nominating their delegates. But be that as it may, if they say they don't want 2014, we say, okay, APC in its manifesto, you promise us you are going to restore us to true federalism. How do you want to do it? If you have any other way to do it, you can do it. But at this stage now, you cannot say you want to go call another conference now. So if you want us to go back to 1960 constitution before the military came back, fine. But the issue at this moment is that if you say you don't want 2014, tell us how you want to bring us back to proper federation. Because for any perceptive person, the republic is withering away. It's disappearing. The vociferous forces all over the country today, the center can no longer hold. The federal government today is at its weakest point in the history of Nigeria, and no authority will come back to it until you build an inclusive country. So, if they said they want 2014, they should tell us the formula, the mechanism that they want to use to bring their promise, the first in their manifesto of the ruling APC, to bring Nigeria back to proper federalism.
All right.
Now to the question of a political will, I think that.
Yeah, because I'm afraid now that time is no longer on our side. We need to go now. Mr. Yinka Oduma King, spokesperson of Afenifere, and Honorable Wesley Dawes, former member of the House of Representatives. Many thanks, gentlemen, for joining us on the program. And here is my parting shot, everyone. In law, they say you cannot build something on nothing. Many have said the Nigerian 1999 constitution is not a people's constitution. That's a wild debate. A lot of people are taking that on. Well, as a process to fix this is ongoing, that is the constitution, we hope we all get it right at this time as a nation. That's our show for tonight. Many thanks for being part of it. I'm Sean Wakimaloe. Bye for now.